Hello, hello, good morning, and welcome to your next Wit and Wisdom lesson. As always, follow along, pay attention, use your listening ears and your watching eyes so you make sure that you can learn from everything we have to say today, and you'll do your writing at the end. Let's go. All right, repeat after me. I'm a little penguin in the sea. I can swim as fast as can be. Good job. Practice reading that poem to someone nearby you, pointing at every word across the screen. Okay, on the screen there are two pictures. I want you to look at both of them really carefully and think, what would it be like to visit these places? What would I see? What might I hear? What would I smell? What would it be like if I was there? Think, look really closely. Okay, today we're really going to dive in and be looking at the pictures and the words to learn more about these continents. Okay, I had to come inside so that I could use my chart. We are going to be diving back into our Antarctica book today. And really thinking about how the pictures help us understand the story, okay? Learn more about the continent, help us understand what the words are saying. So I'm going to ask a couple questions, and I want you to think about the answers by using the illustration to help you, okay? So the first question comes from this page, and the page says, ice, wind, and snow. Antarctica has fierce winds that blow the snow. People must wear bright colors and coats to see each other. So the question is, how does this picture help me understand what life is like in Antarctica? Think about that picture. What do you see? What do you notice that would tell you what life is like in Antarctica? And the picture's not moving, but the words that there are fierce winds. What do I look at? I look at this picture. What do I see that tells me the winds are fierce? Fierce is strong. Okay, so maybe you see they're blowing. Maybe you see that his head is down. He's wearing a hood so that he's not getting the wind and snow in his face. People wear their bright colors. Since there's so much white, they can stand out and they can see each other. There's a lot of snow. Maybe we know that it's cold because they're wearing jackets. Okay. All right, moving on to the next one. Listen to this page. Antarctica has thick sheets of ice. Giant ice chunks can break off into the ocean. These chunks are called icebergs. Okay, how does this picture help me know what the words giant and chunks, thick chunks are? Thick sheets of ice, they're giant. Look at the picture. How does that help us understand what those words mean? Okay, so maybe you see that there's people here, and I know this iceberg is a much bigger than these people. So it's probably pretty giant, right? Giant's big. I know that it's thick, right? It's not like a skinny piece of ice. It's really thick. It's really big. They're chunky, okay? So the picture helps me understand what those words mean because I'm comparing them to the people. These are not little ice cubes, right? They're big ice chunks in the ocean. They're giant, okay? So remember, we can use the pictures to help us understand more about the words in a story. Okay, so just like we did with Africa, we're going to be using our chart today to be documenting and finding evidence about the natural features in Antarctica. Remember, a natural feature is part of the land. Things like oceans, mountains, things that were just part of the nature that no one had to make. No one built them. While we're looking for them today, we're also going to use descriptive words. So I don't want to know that it was an ocean or that it was a mountain, right? I want to know what it was like. So we're going to use adjectives like icy, tall, giant to help me understand more about these natural features, okay? So you're listening as I read to find the natural features and the descriptive words that match them in our story. Remember, these are not, I said illustrations before, these are photographs. Remember, that's a text feature that we might find. So I'm going to read the whole book and stop on pages that we'll need. Welcome to Antarctica. Antarctica is an icy continent. It has no countries. The large pieces of land on Earth are called continents. There are 7. Antarctica is the yellow one in this picture. Few people live there. Most are scientists who come to study the continent. Visitors also come to watch seals and other amazing animals. Have you seen a text feature? Natural feature yet? Me either. Adventurers ski in Antarctica. Some people ski to the South Pole. It's one of the coldest places on Earth. Antarctica is famous for its penguins. Rockhoppers live on the rocky shore. Rocky shore. Did someone make that? Is it part of the land? We're going to add it to our chart. Rocky shore. Killer whales swim in the icy water. They hunt for fish to eat. Oh, I heard another one. Not just any kind of water. What kind of water was it? Icy water. Number 2 going on my chart. Antarctica has fierce winds that blow the snow. People must wear bright coats to see each other. Antarctica has tall mountains. Most are covered by ice and snow. Another one. A mountain, but not any kind of mountain. A tall, icy, snowy mountain. That'll be number 3 in our chart. Antarctica has thick sheets of ice. Giant ice chunks can break off into the ocean. These chunks are called icebergs. Not any kind of iceberg, but giant, thick icebergs. That's number 4 in our chart today. Scientists have come to Antarctica from many countries. They study the land to learn about the climate changes. We already have icebergs on there. That's where they are, on the mountain and the water. Scientists study the animals and the weather, too. There is much to learn about from Antarctica. Countries will always work together to protect this icy continent. And we'll stop right there. Okay, I'll show you the chart when I finish it in a second. Okay, here's what we have. The natural features, we had the rocky shore. Remember, the penguin lived there. The icy water. Killer whale was in there. Tall, icy, snowy mountains. There they are. And the giant, thick icebergs. These are the 4 natural features we found in Antarctica. Okay, now that we've read our book, we found our natural features, we've charted them with on our evidence chart. I want you to think, would you like to visit Antarctica? If Miss Abby was writing, I probably would say, I would not like to visit Antarctica because it is too cold and I don't like cold weather. Maybe you would like to go there. Maybe you would like to go there because they have really cool animals like penguins. I want you to be thinking about your reason today. I'll put the paper on the next slide and give you more directions when we get there. Here's your template for today. It says, would you like to visit Antarctica? Why or why not? That part is I'm going to add the because. Okay, so I'm going to use talking about myself. It's my opinion. I would like to visit Antarctica, or I would not like to visit Antarctica because, and then give me a reason. Remember, you're either using the template in Seesaw that looks like this, or your own paper and sending it to me after. Good luck. I can't wait to see your work.